Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I'm super bummed out. I don't know why. I woke up super late today, and like I've been waking up on average at least like between like 8 and like at least like 10 o'clock. Like I woke up later than that today, and I don't know why, and I was not very happy about that. I don't know, like it was maybe because over the weekend I woke up really early, and so I was like, oh, I'm just exhausted, and ended up sleeping in. But I didn't even go to bed that late last night. I don't know. Like I said, for like weeks now I've been waking up at least like by, let's say, 9 o'clock as an average. Yeah, and I was nowhere near 9 o'clock today. I was very upset about that. But I'm also really bummed out too, guys, because the hockey games for this week, the basketball games for this week, both the Bulls and the Hawks, I was, you know, like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. When I was setting up my planner yesterday, I noticed that every other day there was an alternating sports game on. And so I was like, there's not going to be a day that there is not sports this week, which is really awesome, because like I will edit in the morning, and then like by the afternoon, you know, when the sports games are on again, I will wind up editing again, normally, like so that I can like do both sort of at the same time. So like I said, I was planning on doing that, and there was Monday Night Football on, so I was able to edit during that tonight. But the Blackhawks game was postponed, playing somewhere in Canada, maybe Calgary or something like that, and there was like a COVID outbreak, so their games are postponed. The Bulls currently, the Tuesday and Thursday game is also going to be postponed for them because they're having like an outbreak right now. And so like I was planning on, like I said, all this week, like, because it seems like the last 2 weeks at least there's been like large chunks of days where like there's no sports games on, like on like a Tuesday, Wednesday sort of, like, you know, or like the games will wind up being on the weekends when we normally wind up watching like football or something like that. So like I have to like switch back and forth to like watch that or whatever. But like I said, you know, normally like the basketball and hockey games will both fall on the same day. So this week was the first time that didn't happen, and I was like, oh yes, that's awesome. But then they all get canceled, like 3 of them out of this week. So there's only gonna be 2 during the week that are actually gonna be like, you know, normal. So I think that's on Wednesday and on Friday though, which again would have worked out better if it was one of the Bulls games that was postponed. The NIU, I think whatever bowl they're in, they're playing, and so we can watch that. And since Matthew's home and it's his, you know, college, I'm sure he'll want to watch it anyway. But like I said, I was planning on like watching that. That would have worked out a little bit better had it been on a day when there wasn't a sports, you know, one of those sports games that was canceled. But no, that's actually one of the overlapping games. And then the Bears don't play until Monday Night Football of next week, which like the weekends we always just wind up like catching other sports games and stuff like that. But I'm only happy if there's good games on, because like yesterday the 2 games that we got for the noon game was really bad. I think the 3 o'clock game wasn't that bad, but the noon games, both the teams that I wanted were playing teams that I was pretty sure they weren't going to beat anyway, or it was just teams like I didn't really care. I think we got the Kansas City Raiders game, and I didn't want the Raiders anyway. I don't even like the Raiders. I was just sort of rooting for them, and that was a really bad game. Like we also got really bad games that were just like blowouts too. It wasn't even like a close good football game. And the other one, I can't remember which one it was, but it was some other one too that was actually for a team that I was rooting for, but they got sort of blown out. So it's never teams that, it's never my favorite teams really, I feel like, that I hardly ever get to watch, and they're never like, they seem like good games. There was only one Carolina game this year so far that has been on like it was, I think, on the NFL. It was a Thursday Night Football game, and it was on the NFL network, which we don't have. So go figure. I can't watch like any teams that I really like. So anyways, yeah. But because of that, like I said, I was gonna watch the Bulls game or the Blackhawks game tonight. Couldn't watch that, so I edited this Monday Night Football game. But I got that done. I also did some laundry, dishes, did my German lesson. That was sort of it. That's all I got to for today. Didn't end up doing a whole lot else. But because there was no sports games on, and I guess because there will be no sports games on a few more days during this week, also because Matthew is home, he just came home tonight, sort of late, but we can watch Christmas movies because we've been waiting on a lot of certain movies because Matthew's like, oh, don't watch that without me. I want to watch it with you guys, or like, don't watch that without me. So we watched some of the ones that like he doesn't really like that much. Like we watched White Christmas, which again, he doesn't really care about. I don't think. We watched something else. And we watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the like OG animated one. We watched that tonight too, which was only like half hour long, and it was less with commercials, and we just fast forwarded. So like we watched, like I said, that tonight, and then we put the football game on after that. So like I said, we can watch holiday movies now that he's home, because there was a lot of ones that, like I said, he was like, don't watch those without me, don't watch them without me. So we're in like home stretch too, guys. Like we're gonna have to watch like multiple movies a night now to actually get all of our movies done and caught up with, because like I didn't know what to watch, because Matthew's like, oh, don't watch that, I want to watch that with you guys. Don't watch that, I want to watch it with you guys. So I was like, okay, like we have this long list of movies that we do want to watch, but we might not even be able to get to some of them, because we might run out of time before Christmas. And I tried to do this super early too. I was like, I think we watched one maybe right after Thanksgiving, like the day after Thanksgiving or something like that. And then we didn't watch any more, I don't think. I think we watched like White Christmas like maybe the weekend after, or something like that. I don't remember when we watched it, but yeah, like I said, it was like I was all prepared right after Christmas or right after Thanksgiving to watch the Christmas movies, and we haven't hardly seen any at all. So we have to get on that and start watching some of those too. But it's also like too, like where we can find them. So my mom recorded a bunch of ones like on her DVR, but there's also like, I don't think we recorded any of the Home Alones, but all of those are on Disney Plus, so we can watch those on there. And like I said, I found like from a bunch of other stuff too. I don't remember where I was. Like Peacock, I think, had a couple of different Christmas movies that were on our list anyway, maybe. But that's only because when I set up my Apple TV, I was in there anyway, and obviously those were like ones that were like showing up as like Christmas movies, like the big advertised, you know, sort of thing. And so I saw them and I was like, oh, this is where we can find this movie and that movie and all this kind of stuff. So we need to, like I said, sort of like, I need to figure out where they all are so that we can easily be like, oh, we want to watch this, okay, we can watch it here, or oh, we recorded it, or you know, whatever. So maybe I need to look that up tomorrow and make that list, and maybe I can do that like while I'm editing, because honestly during the day I don't like editing that much, just because I'm like sitting there not doing anything, and I'm like, what can I be doing while I'm editing? Like, so I try and like multitask. So like that's why on days when I have to make my grocery list, I make my grocery list and edit at the same time. Like, it's just like, I don't know, for me just sitting there for like that long, like I'm like, okay, I'm done, I need to go and do something else. And like I said, finally, like I get to the point in the day where I'm like, I'm just gonna wait until like a sports game's on and then edit during that, because I'm really productive actually when I do both of those at the same time. We need to get our Christmas movies, start watching those too, which is good now that Matthew's home, like I said, so we can start watching them and stuff like that too. And like, since he'll be home during the day too, that'll be really nice. Like, I can maybe have somebody help me out with some things too that I need done, like, hey Matthew, come and help me organize this cabinet. So like I told you guys, I have like one pantry sort of section left in the laundry room that I want to finish, which is like our big like, it's like our big shelving unit sort of thing in the laundry room, where we have a lot of our food storage stuff in there too. And I was like, I need to get this organized, and I can't. I've been like procrastinating a little bit getting it done, but I finished doing the big, like, our baking cabinet, and also the ones in the laundry room. I need that one in the laundry room done, and so I was like, maybe since he's here he can help with that. There's other stuff that we can get to. So yeah guys, also too, I need to wrap my presents. My parents today, I came out of my room after my dad came home, and the two of them together wrapping presents on the kitchen table, and I was like, should I be in here right now? Like, are any of these for me? And then they were done, and there's this huge stack of presents that are all wrapped on the kitchen table, and I was like, my parents are never this efficient. Normally it is, they stay up until 5 a.m. on Christmas Eve getting, you know, the Christmas presents all wrapped so that they can be done by Christmas Day. And they're like, really, like, a lot of times some pretty bad procrastinators. Like, honestly, on Christmas Eve I hardly ever see my dad, because if he's when he wasn't working when I was little, which he normally doesn't wind up working on Christmas Eve anymore, but I remember when I was little he would like work on Christmas Eve, and then the years when he sort of wasn't working anymore on Christmas Eve, I wouldn't see him because he was always in like the laundry room or something like that wrapping presents, like hidden away wrapping presents. so that like nobody, you know, would wind up seeing their gifts. And like I remember it'd just be like all of a sudden my dad show up just like for dinner, and then he'd go back in the laundry room and like be wrapping presents again. And like I said, I remember it taking him forever. My mom normally wasn't a Christmas gift wrapper. She would give me all the things. Like she used to actually pay me when I was real little to like wrap Christmas presents for my dad. And so she never liked doing it, but she was actually wrapping them this year. I was like, that's so awesome. She's normally a gift bag person who just, you know, puts stuff in the gift bags, but it's a process to wrap gifts. But I personally like unwrapping like Christmas gifts because I feel like it takes a little bit longer like than just like pulling something out of a bag. And I know there's certain things you can't really wrap in like, you know, really well. So it just makes more sense to put them in a bag. But like for like Christmas, I feel like it takes a little bit longer, and it's just there's more anticipation when you get to see like, ooh, what's in that? Like, because you can actually definitely tell like the shape of whatever was being wrapped instead of it just being like in a bag and then you're like, I have absolutely no clue. Like there's more suspense, I feel like, you know, in that anticipation of being like, that looks like that thing. I wonder if it could be, you know, or like, ooh, what's that huge gift, you know, or something like that. Like those kind of ones too that you can't find a gift bag big enough for sometimes. But like I said, you know, it's just like I have to start getting my stuff wrapped too. I've been waiting on the one gift for the guinea pig. I still have to get her gift. And that was the cute thing too. My mom actually put on there, she wrote on the little card and everything like that. She's like, to Miss Piggins, because it's our first year that we have her for Christmas. So it'll be pretty fun to give her all of her little gifts too. Like the dogs always get their stuff, you know, we do that with them every year. We've done that ever since I was little. And I remember too, sort of the same thing. We had a guinea pig, one of the guinea pigs that we have for probably maybe the longest time. It was our first guinea pig though. And I remember we had him, I think the first Christmas we got him this little tiny little boot, and it was like a little Santa boot. And I remember like we put like little like, you know, the treats that you can get like at the store or whatever. We put the package in there, and then I think we even like opened the package up and like put it in his cage and let him like go through it and stuff like that. It was really cute. But I asked my mom, I was like, are we gonna bring her out on Christmas Day and like go through the presents like with her so that she can like join us, you know, and open her gifts and stuff like that? Because I don't know, I was telling you guys that too yesterday. I was just like, it's, you know, like we always include the dogs in Christmas, like, you know, they get their toys and, you know, like we include them, and normally like by the time like they've opened their sort of like gifts and stuff like that, like their toys or whatever, they are like off in the other room chewing them to pieces. But you know, so then they don't really pay any attention to anything else. But like Bliss too, she like singing loves like Christmas presents. I don't know why she gets so excited when it's Christmas, because I think that she knows that there are gifts under the tree for her. Like, and so like I said, it's just like different with a guinea pig because I don't think they know at all like really that. But like with the dog, it's sort of like they're trained to, like, she's been with us for multiple Christmases now, like probably close to 10 or more Christmases. And so she's learned like I get gifts when everybody else does on Christmas Day, and all the toys and stuff like that, and treats and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, it's different with a guinea pig because you're like, they probably really have no clue what is going on. Like she just gets like there's something wrapped, which is really funny too, guys, because whenever my mom goes to the dollar store, normally she just picks them up like some cheapy little squeaky toy or whatever for like $1, because they normally tear through it real quick anyway. So she'll wind up going there. Bliss has learned the difference in the bags. So like the Dollar Tree has the green like dollar on it, whatever, the package and stuff like that. She doesn't come up to my mom when she goes to Walmart or when she goes to like Jewel or, you know, any of the other stores. She only comes up to her and looks in the bags when my mom has gone to the dollar store. I don't know if it's like the smell of like the items that are in the bag, or the smell maybe on my mom from like knowing that she went to the dollar store. For some weird reason, she knows when my mom has been to the dollar store and will go into the bags that my mom brings home and starts going through them to try and look for a toy for herself, because she just assumes that my mom got her something, and sometimes my mom doesn't, and she gets really upset and disappointed. So like when dogs know things like that, like when I say like she knows when it's Christmas, she gets gifts too, like she knows. But like I said, with the guinea pig, I feel like that's different. Like she's in a cage, you know, like she doesn't like really get it either. But I'm hoping that, like I said, she will appreciate hopefully the little things that everybody ended up getting her for Christmas. And she's gonna have no clue that like this is something special or anything like that, but I think that, like I said, the dogs get it, because you know, the puppies too, I think, are like starting to catch on that like we do this thing every year. When there are gifts underneath the tree, we get to open those sometimes too. And like I said, the dogs actually like opening like wrapped presents. So anyways, I need to get on that too, but it definitely too, now that Matthew's home, I feel like there's a lot of things that like was sort of holding us back. Movies and watching shows, you know, like Christmas movies and stuff like that. And there was a lot of things that like just didn't make it feel like Christmassy yet. I feel like now finally it's like, yes, like this week is gonna feel like Christmas because now Matthew's home. So anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, I'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny pieces tomorrow. So bye, guys.